morning, hungover but determined, Lissa hijacks her Tuvalu press conference. Oh, gee. Yeah. All right, everybody. I'm calling out to all y'all who care about the dangers of global warming to join me in an all-out sexual boycott to force this country into finding a solution. The worldwide reaction to her announcement, and this is where you come in. Right on. And the next day, good morning there, Miss Stratton. That was some press conference. Just in piss in a shit bucket. Callie isn't a four-alarm snit, because I finally listened to her, but so far, the only thing I've accomplished is ensuring Jack's legacy. He will be remembered forever, thanks to The Daily Show, as President Blueballs. Tuvaluans got their drowning undies in a bunch because I completely stole their thunder. Although what, 160 countries who are going to sign the climate treaty flat out hate me because I sensationalized the issues without coming up with a plan to solve America's CO2 emissions. All our environmental groups say I'm delegitimizing their work in the eyes of mainstream America, and everyone else is just, as Mama used to say, flat out uncastigated that I'm talking about sex at all. Because it turns out talking about not screwing each other is still somehow more obscene than talking about how deeply and thoroughly we've screwed the planet. And Iniga will not get out of my goddamn tanning bed. Nevertheless, Lissa forges ahead. She sets up a sex boycott campaign office. And willingly takes all of the volunteers who offer their assistance. All right, let's see. Today we got a survivalist lesbian who wants to overthrow the federal government, a pierced, tattooed yoga instructor who specializes in ancient Hindu celibacy techniques. Him I like. And a born-again eco-Christian who believes in making love to trees as the one true path to God. And the trees are not very happy about that. The boycott is going nowhere. And Lissa gets pounded on one of those political talk shows by none other than Ismania, Jack's lover, who is counterattacking on behalf of the White House. Okay, let's see. We've got two issues here. One, there's no proof global warming is the threat you're making it out to be. Yes, there is, after all. We're fixing the hole in the ozone layer, aren't we? Well, I think so, but so. With a little technology, a little market innovation, we can turn things around on global warming, too. Well, of course you say that. You work for the oil industry. Mrs. Stratton, haven't you said that all the solutions to this global warming controversy are out there already, that they just have to be applied? Well, yeah, but it's not a controversy. And are you people applying them? Mrs. Stratton, this is a global issue. The oil industry is doing its part, but it's not fair to ask us to shoulder undue burden. One morning, I'm at the grocery store. There's a little old lady running the checkout stand, and she says to the man in front of me, "Plastic okay?" And he says, "That'll be fine." And I want to say, no. Plastic is not okay. Plastic is not fine. Plastic is most definitely not okay or fine. Because what is plastic made of? Oil. You with the support the troops sticker on your SUV. And what are you going to do with that plastic bag once you're done toting your 3 little items, which are all encased in plastic? Are you going to recycle it? You're going to throw it away. Or it's going to join all the other gazillions of plastic bags that are clogging landfills or wafting in the tops of trees or just hanging out in that giant blob of trash that's floating in the Pacific Ocean. Have you heard about that? My God, who is going to clean up a glop that's twice the size of Texas? And where would they put it? Oh, okay, so look, here, check it out. Here is a cloth bag you can use. For $10, you can get a bag that will last you the rest of your life, but not the rest of everyone else's life in the whole future history of the world. And look, it's cotton. Of course, it's not organic cotton, which means it was grown with huge amounts of fertilizers and pesticides. Made from what? Oil. Jesus Christ, we are screwed. Okay, take the plastic bag. I don't care, but I just want to be clear. None of this is fine. But I don't say anything. After all, I like this store. I want to keep shopping here. So I go out to my car and I write it all down. Maybe I'll send a feisty letter to the manager. Pulling out of the parking lot, I am so distracted by my righteous eco-frenzy that I almost hit a Prius. Anyway, back in the White House, cut to Lissa, post-talk show disaster, having a little decompression session in her tanning bed, where Iniga has an idea. That is mania. You should have her work with you. Work with me? Iniga, not only does she do PR for the oil industry, not only does she think I'm crazier than a three-legged dog at a disco, but that high-octane succubus happens to be sleeping with my husband. We got a few little issues here. She also respects you. Oh, she does not. Lisa, I was watching her. She liked it when you made a good point. Iniga, there's a million smart PR gals out there. Why her? Because the person we need most is the person she has. Ugh, Jack. Yak. So, how are we gonna get her? I do not know. I am just a frog. You will find a way. And she does. Agent Tierney, you are special ops, right? Yes, ma'am. So, could you assist me in planning a mission? You'll be storming the wine cellar again? No, I'm not after Jack's Merlot. I'm after his mistress. Ooh, too much information, ma'am. No, I don't want to diddle her. I was just thinking if I could take her around the world, show her in person what's going on, then I could get her to... You must think I'm a complete nut job. Miss Stratton, I want to have kids one day. With Callie. Oh, Justin, that's my Callie? But not now. Not with how things are. Miss Stratton, I've been listening to you, and you're right. We got to do something. Why, Justin, you have been keeping your cards very close to your chest. Well, I am Secret Service, ma'am. I also have a small team. Just tell us where you want to go. And so, they kidnap Ismania. Oh, let me go, you moronic ape. What the hell do you think you're doing, staging a coup on White House grounds? You're not the president, Miss Barton. It doesn't count as a coup. And you may lie beneath my husband, but I stand above the law. No, you don't. No, I don't. But didn't that sound good? What is this, revenge? Oh, Sugar Jack's been catting around on me for years. No, baby, you're joining the boycott. I am not joining the boycott. And if Jack's been catting around and keeping me from it, that's not about making you stop sleeping with Jack. It's about making you stop sleeping with Exxon. It's about the fact that I have a great idea, but lousy PR skills. Now, come on. Where are we going? On a field trip. First stop, Tuvalu. So Lissa takes Ismania on a worldwide tour of the destruction already wrought by climate change. Increasing desertification across Asia and Africa. That could be due to deforestation. Australia's Great Barrier Reef, which has had widespread coral die-off due to warming waters. Oh. Normal climatic variations. Areas of Scandinavia reporting massive episodes of hay fever. So, in December,